But someone who doesn't deserve shit is Nick Cage, because he's a fucking fan, or he's a fucking fan of the show. He's a friend of the show. He is the man of the show. Nick Cage is coming back for a new movie, everybody. It's called The Surfer.
I'm here
and
for
I heard
it.
this, and I'm here for this too, Jacob.
This is my fucking movie.
A psychological thriller set in Australia where Nicolas Cage comes back from the U.S. after being gone from Australia for a long time to find that a surfer gang has taken over his beach, and he's going to reclaim it after they make fun of him in front of his child. So
I love it. A gang of surfers, Aussie surfers. Fuck yeah. This is going to go hardcore. It's going to be deadly. I can just imagine how badass this is going to be. I'm so excited.
They're starting in September of 2023 in Australia shooting this too. But yeah, I agree. It sounds great. It just sounds great to me. I heard it and I was like, all right, Nick Cage, get that shit. Like, get it. You know, he's been doing some great stuff recently. I'm every time I see Nick Cage, I'm like, we gotta talk about this. Jacob, you love you some Nick Cage. What do you think about this surfer movie? Are you gonna be there day one to see this or what?
Oh, if I can, absolutely. I'm here for it 100%. Everything Nick Cage makes, I enjoy. And I am a huge fan of The Wicker Man, and I despise the remake he was in, but I still watched it because he was in it. Yeah. And I'll watch anything he's in. And 9 times out of 10, I like a lot of his shit. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of trashy films, so I mean, it's not a big surprise there. But like, come on! I mean, he's riding the fucking wings of the new one he made where he played himself. I forget the name of it, but it's great. He's playing himself basically. It's amazing, you know. And then Renfield just came out where he's fucking Dracula. Like, of course you got to make a movie about a surfer gang, killer surfers. Like, come on! Like, it's the only thing that can follow up the role of Dracula is to fight a gang of surfers. Like, come on! How else can you top that role?
I know.
I just go.
I missed Renfield and I'm very upset about it. I really wanted to see it in theaters, but I just didn't get a chance to see it
too.
Same.
Yeah.
But don't worry.
Sucks.
Don't worry. It'll probably be streaming on Paramount or Max or something very soon, because that D&D movie, I missed it as well. Was literally going to go see it last week. Missed my opportunity. Yesterday I watched it because it was streaming on Paramount Plus, right? Like it was only out of theaters for like a day. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, Renfield comes out. And I'm just going to buy it on Blu-ray before I even watch it anyway, because it's fucking Nick Cage's Dracula. Like, come on. It's awesome.
I have to say that Dungeons and Dragons movie sucked, man. I couldn't get into it.
As a guy who plays D&D, it was excellent. It was fucking hilarious.
That would be the question.
If you've ever played a game of D&D, you get all the humor. But that's the thing, is it made for D&D people. And I do feel bad that it didn't translate that well for others who are like, I just wanted to watch something enjoyable. I could totally see why some people are like, I don't understand this. I'm over here laughing my ass off, and my girlfriend's like, what are you watching? I don't get this.
It felt like a Dungeons and Dragons type of game.
Yeah,
and I was
all the humor was there.
It was a fun movie. It was cool. I was like, okay.
And I appreciate the practical. There was practical effects in it with CGI, but they had actual practical effects. And I thought that was awesome. I haven't seen that in forever, and I thought it was great to see that. It's okay. It's okay, Sabrina. You don't have to like it. It's totally fine.
I know
unfortunately,
that,
it wasn't made for you, and I
don't.
wish that it had been better and had been more translatable for people like you who don't play D&D, that could actually be like, this is great. This is fun, entertaining.
First of all, I enjoyed Chris Pine, and I enjoyed him and his jokes. He was funny. Like, I enjoyed him. Okay. I even enjoyed the fellow from Bridgerton, who was super weird and funny. My big problem it had such a great cast. My big problem is why, since you play this game, was that dragon so fat? Why was he rolling around trying to chase them? Like, what are all the dragons in D&D rotund? Are there no trim dragons? Like, isn't it called Dungeons and Dragons?
Why are you body shaming a dragon?
Like, because it's called Dungeons and Dragons. I thought there was going to be some badass.
Be intimidating, okay?
No, that dragon
the
wasn't
only
scary at all.
dragon
He
over
could
there
barely blow
was
any
excellent,
fire.
and it was hilarious. Also, they clearly didn't.
I will fat shame the dragon. You know why? Because he was the only dragon in the whole entire show, and it's called Dungeons and Dragons. If you're gonna have one dragon, why is it like this dilapidated dragon who rolled after people? Like, I don't understand. It was not scary. That was not a scary dragon.
There are weird shit that happens in D&D all the time. Hell, I had a character that fucked a dragon. Like, it's awesome. You can do weird shit in D&D.
Oh my, sir.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Appropriate. Is that lead girl though? The Red Witch was just like she was just like Kristen Wiig from Zoolander 2. And so I couldn't get past that.
Yes.
She was Kristen Wiig from Zoolander 2.
Was.
And every time she popped on the screen, I was waiting for her to go or something like that shit. You know what I mean? I was waiting for it. I didn't see it. And I was like, oh my God, did they just steal Kristen Wiig? And we were just talking about Zoolander 2. And I was just like, that's all I could see. All I could see. But, you know,
That's
Nick Cage. Keoki, what do you think about this surfer movie? Do you think Nick Cage being on a beach attacking some surfer gangs is a good thing or what?
Surfers.
Oh, I absolutely love Nick Cage, so I got to see this. I have to still see Bear, though, under the weight of massive talent. I still need to see that, but I just haven't had time.
It was good.
But it was good. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and Pablo's in there, so I'm like, I got to see this. But I can't wait to see it. It sounds hardcore. It sounds like the most Nick Cagey thing that I should be seeing now, and I can't wait for it. I'm going to be ready.
Yeah, you got to see it. Nick Cage is just kicking some ass in it. But yeah, I had a good time with that movie in general. It was fun. Those two was a good buddy comedy together. There were some stuff I'm like, what the fuck? But you know, that's those movies though in general.
Really?
Sabrina the Surfer. What's
really
up?
Quickly. Okay, so Lexi told me not to fat shame the dragon. I said that before, and Rachel said that, and Lexi just said that she's a rotund dragon. Now listen, my problem is not that there was a fat dragon; it's that it was the only dragon. Like there's this dragon, all the dead people were running after this dragon, and he like shows up and he's like can barely get on his feet and walk, and then he's like blowing fire and rolling after them.
Did you not see his little wings?
He did. He slid down the.
He slid. He could barely move, and it would have been hilarious if there were several dragons and that was one of them. But I was like, I don't understand how this is the dragon, like Dungeons and Dragons, the dragon for someone who does not play the game. It was great. It was just an odd choice to me.
In each dungeon crawl, you face a different dragon. That was just one of many. Don't worry, they'll make a sequel.
Right.
It was successful enough. They'll make a sequel.
I just was expecting like a dragon that was like from Shazam, like one of those like serious, like oh my God, that dragon scares the crap out of me, dragon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a
so
badass.
that's all I'm saying. I just
was.
wanted to clarify that. I love you guys. And I don't know what this hidden dragons thing means, but whatever. Yes, that I guess.
I don't know.
Surfer, it sounds super fucking weird, but that's totally on brand for Nick Cage, and I am definitely here for it because I love him.
Yeah, I guarantee he'll kick some ass in it. It sounds fun. It sounds like you're right. Something that he would do that's
super
just
weird.
Like, well, yeah, but that's fine. I'm down for some super weird Nick Cage movies. Come on,
sure.
Like that Renfield's the same thing. I'm super down for that. Like let's bring it on.
Super high. Like there's a surfer gang in his home beach that he just came back to, and they embarrass him in front of his son. Like this, it just seems like it seems like something like my nephew would say, like pitch as an idea for like a movie. You know what I mean? Like it seems odd. I'm into it, but it seems odd.
I just hope Nick Cage gets a great tagline for this. I hope he has like some sweet one-liners where he's like, "It's time to put some shrimps on the Barbie."
Right.
You know, gotta be
I think he's gonna say "surf's up, bitch" at some point.
I would love to see him do an Australian accent. I kind of want to see that. I want to see Nick Cage do an Australian accent, and I want to see is he gonna fully maintain it, or is he gonna fucking Kevin Costner Prince of Thieves it? Like I want to know how he does it. I'm excited for this. There's so many possibilities with this movie. I cannot wait.
So many.
It's so exciting.